going on, Jerome's? So Minnesota Fighting Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins has really leaned into the nerd dad motif. Now, people say that Kirk Cousins is aloof. I think that he actually might be the most self-aware person on planet Earth because, again, he's really leaning into it. I'm sure that he'll try and find a way to monetize it, and the whole dork motif thing. It's kind of funny, man. But he and the fam had a nice little adventure, according to his Instagram stories. Now, I know what you're saying. It's like, stop stalking this man. It's literally on his public Instagram. It's like saying, hey, stop reacting to the weather report. But anyways, but yeah, after the preseason game, Kirk Cousins headed up north on Sunday. This way said, taking advantage of the day off or the off day to check out Brainerd, Niswa, Gull Lake for the first time. So headed up north central Minnesota, powerful Brainerd. Shout out to our guy Thor Nystrom, born and bred. So Kirk Cousins' first stop is Thielen Meats. All right, and they tagged Adam Thielen, which is kind of funny. So Thielen Meats is an institution. It's a great butcher shop in Pierce on the way up to Brainerd. Now, of course, Cousins alluding to, hey, Adam Thielen, I used to play with that guy. Hey, there's a butcher shop called Thielen Meats, so there must be some connection there. Now, I did more research than I'd like to admit. I'm not sure if there's a familial connection between Thielen Meats and Adam Thielen. It is 120 miles away from Detroit Lakes. Maybe they're like distant cousins. I don't know. Like, is Thielen as common as like Johnson or Smith up north? I don't really know. I don't know. But also, I feel like if, say, Thielen was like the nephew of the founders, I feel like we would have heard about it. I feel like he would have been in an ad or something. You like Thielen Meats or something like that. And I'm sure... Yeah, Thielen probably responded, hey, if my meat had more than 107 targets last year, I'd still be in purple, baby. Woo! That's right, man. But I think it's where I want to know, like, did they just see a sign on the highway, or is it something that Kirk sought out in advance, where you just be like, hey, Thielen Meats. Also, check out, so it's not the Beast van, but it's literally a Dodge Grand Caravan, which is great. He's just like us. There you go. And then this is how you know that Kirk is aware and he's trolling a little bit. So, picture of Kohl's. I don't know. It's probably up north in Brainerd. Stop to thanks to the fan who handed me a gift card last night at the preseason game against the Titans. Where, who knows if that story is true, but a bajillion %, like 9,000,000%, if a fan had handed Kirk Cousins a Kohl's gift card for any amount of money, like it could be $5, like he would go and cash that in. I mean, Kirk has made north of 200 million in his career, but he would still cash that Kohl's gift card 100%, a bajillion %. It's hilarious, man. Right? Like, how is Kohl's not hopped on to this train of sponsoring Kirk Cousins? Just like really leaning into the whole dad motif. Like, how is Kirk not modeling Izod or whatever brand is at Kohl's? Also, so I have this conspiracy theory where, do you notice that everything at Kohl's is on sale? Right? So is it a spot where they just double their prices and then mark everything 50% off? Because it plays with human emotion and psychology. It's like, hey, I don't want to spend $50 on this jacket, but this is $100 jacket that's 50% off. I have to buy it. Maybe there's something there. Anyways, then they went to I don't know, some candy store called the Chocolate Ox, it looked like, and Kirk was just walking around, and I wonder if he got bugged by fans, or if fans just they did the super humble passive Minnesota thing where they just saw, they're like, well, I don't want to bother him, eh? I'm sure that he's busy, but the nice old lady comes up with a walker. It's like, oh, go get him this year, Kirk. You'll beat those Giants. Dexter Lawrence. Maybe actually throw deep on 4th and 8. I don't know. Sort of deal. Like the whole passive aggressive grandma. I love it. Continues. So Zorba's, which is Zorba is it's a pizza chain. It's been around for, gosh, how long? 50, 60 years, somewhere in there. They're on most of the major lakes, most of the tourist stops, and I mean, they're fun. They got a huge menu. They do like pizza, Mexican. The drinks are great. Get the Minnesota margarita. It's got a bobber in it. It's really good, man. Oh, by the way, so every year we go up to Alexandria. They got Zorba's there, and my kid just destroys. Like, I really do fear, like, once all three of my kids are teenagers, because I'm gonna be poor. It happens, man. But that's my boy Rocco, and also. We're probably not rare in that we spend an inordinate amount of our disposable income on Band-Aids, where you see the kids wearing a Band-Aid on the side. Every single bug bite needs a Band-Aid. I'm like, when does this phase end? Because literally too much is being spent on Band-Aids. But either way, like, Zorba's is fantastic. Their cheeseburger pizza is the absolute stone cold nuts. Fantastic, man. It's really good. And the last stop, Wild Rice Company, where I feel like Kirk Cousins, like, this is not a man who eats spicy food, but does he get wild rice? Or, well, first off, does he complain about the price of wild rice? Because, it's like $10 a pound. But I feel like he's the type of guy that if he or Julie makes a wild rice dish, maybe they make a really nice chicken wild rice soup on one of those cold Minnesota evenings, and he's like, "Oh, it's wild." It made me cough. Is that you, Rona? I really want to believe that. Also, getting into like geo-history, like how is it possible that so many cultures discovered that you could eat rice? Like the Asians. The Indians, the Sub-Saharan Africans, the Eastern Europeans, the South Americans, obviously the Central Americans, the Native Americans. Like, how did all these cultures like look into a rice paddy and say, "Hey, I bet you we can eat that"? I don't know. Or is it aliens? Who knows? What are we talking about? Oh yeah, Kirk Cousins Adventures. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kirk Cousins had a nice little day up north. And then he went to Thielen Meats. I bet you he ordered. Well. So we know that Kirk Cousins does grill. Like, did he order kidneys from Thielen Meats? I don't know, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skoll production value.